Hello everyone, welcome to NCERT for UPSC. Today in this video we will discuss the second chapter of NCERT Class 6 Geography, which is Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes. By the end of this video, we will get to know what is a globe, an axis, an equator, what are latitudes, and important parallels of latitudes such as Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. We will also get to know what are longitudes and the important longitude, which is prime meridian, what is time and Indian Standard Time, and how to measure time. So let's begin our video. So our first question, what is globe? Globe is a true model, miniature form of the earth. See here, it is a globe. It is the replica of the earth, which is not a real earth, but it is a miniature form of the earth, which looks exactly like the earth. That's why it is called a true model. Next, let's see what is an axis. Axis is an imaginary line that passes through the north and south poles, around which the earth rotates in a tilted angle of 23.5 degrees. So here we can see the earth is rotating. In this picture, this is north pole and this is south pole. So axis is an imaginary line that passes through the north and south poles, around which the earth rotates in a tilted angle of 23.45 degrees. So this is an axis. Always remember, axis and equator are just imaginary lines. There are no such lines that are drawn on the earth. So these are just imaginary lines. This is axis. This is equator. So equator also we can see is an imaginary line that divides earth into two equal halves. This is one half and this is another half. So this is northern half and this is southern half. Northern half is called northern hemisphere and southern half is called southern hemisphere. This is equator. Now let's see what are latitudes. Latitudes are all parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitudes. To the north pole, they are north latitudes, and the south pole, they are called south latitudes. So this is the equator. From here, all the latitudes to the north pole are called north latitudes, and to the south pole are called south latitudes, and they are indicated by the letter N and S respectively. Remember, latitudes are not just lines like equator or axis. They are circles, means they are rounding the earth, and they are parallel and they do not meet each other. So these are latitudes. For example, Chandrapur in Maharashtra is represented by 20 degrees north latitude like this, and Horizonte in Brazil, this place is represented as 20 degrees south latitude like this. And if we talk about important parallels of latitudes, there are four important parallels of latitudes. They are Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. Now let's see at what degrees they lies at. So if this is the equator and this is the axis which is passing from the north pole to south pole, to the angle of 23.5 degrees of the northern side is called Tropic of Cancer. 23.5 degrees north is called Tropic of Cancer, and at the 66 degrees of north latitude is Arctic Circle, and to the 23.5 degrees of the south latitude is Tropic of Capricorn. 66 degrees of south latitude is called Antarctic Circle. So this circle is Tropic of Cancer and this circle is Arctic Circle. This circle is Tropic of Capricorn and this circle is Antarctic Circle. So these are the four parallels of latitude of equator. You need to remember these. Now let's learn what are the heat zones of the earth. There are three types of zones on the earth, which are torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. Now if we take this as earth and this is the equator, you can see in this figure as well, this is equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. So let's draw here also, this is as Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle. Say with me, this is 23.5 degrees south latitude, this is 66.5 degrees south latitude, this is 0 degrees, this is 23.5 degrees north latitude, and this is 66.5 degrees north latitude. So if we talk about torrid zone, the area between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, including the equator, this area is called torrid zone, and this area receives the maximum heat or maximum sunlight. And what is temperate zone? Temperate zone lies in between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the north. So this is the temperate zone in the north, and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the south. This is Antarctic Circle, this is Tropic of Capricorn. So this area is temperate zone in the south, and remaining area, this area from the Arctic Circle to the North Pole in the north, this area, and Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the south. This area in the south. This is South Pole, this is North Pole. So these areas are frigid zones and these are very cold. They have very cold temperatures and the sunlight are always slanting on these areas. So if sunlight is direct here, sunlight is always slanting here, these areas. So this is about heat zones. Now let's see what are longitudes. So longitudes are the lines of references which indicates how far east or west a place is from the given line of reference from North Pole to South Pole. These are called meridians of longitudes. There is nothing to worry about this definition. The lines of references which indicates how far means the longitudes helps us to know how far a place is from the equator to the east or to the west. From a given line of reference from North Pole to South Pole means nothing but a latitude. It means from a latitude, if this is a latitude, if you want to know where a place is located to the east or west, they are represented by the longitudes. For example, Tonga Islands in Pacific Ocean, Mauritius Islands in Indian Ocean, both are located at 20 degrees south latitude. Means, for example, this is equator and this is 20 degrees south latitude. Tonga Islands and Mauritius Island, they both are lying at 20 degrees south latitude. But how to know the exact location of these places? Through the longitudes. So, to know the precise location, longitudes are necessary. And the eastern longitudes are indicated by the letter E and western longitudes are indicated by the letter W. We will know about these things in the next slide. So, before that, let's see how the distance between meridians of longitudes measured. So, the distance between longitudes are measured in degrees. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So, the longitudes are semicircles. Distance decreases towards poles, becomes zero at the poles and they meet. And longitudes are equal length unlike latitudes. So if you see these are longitudes, these are not parallels and they meet each other at the poles. So coming to the poles, they all meet at each other and these are not circles, these are semicircles. Means from North Pole to the South Pole, this is a semicircle and from here this is a semicircle. This doesn't counted as a circle. Whereas latitudes are circles round the earth and they do not meet, they are parallel. But longitudes, they meet at the poles and the distance between them decreases towards the poles. So here you can see the distance is more and here the distance is less between these two longitudes. So the distance between the longitudes decreases and meet at the poles. So where this count begins? How to calculate the time? For the latitudes, the count begins at the equator. But for the longitudes, where does the count begins? The count begins at the meridian which passes through Greenwich at British Royal Observatory. And that is considered as prime meridian, which is 0 degrees longitude. This is prime meridian. This is considered as 0 degrees longitude. The 0 degree longitude is a semicircle and exact opposite is 180 degrees longitude. So from here to the east are called eastern longitudes and they are indicated by the letter E. Whereas to the west they are western longitude. 180 degrees eastern longitude and 180 degrees western longitude are on the same line. And these are called this prime meridian and 180 degrees longitude divides the earth into two hemispheres which are eastern and western hemisphere. Eastern and western hemispheres. So now we can know the exact location of a place. For example, Dhubri in Assam lies at 26 degrees north latitude and 90 degrees eastern longitude. So first we will know what is 26 degrees north latitude. For example, this is an equator and this is 20 degrees. So 26 degrees we can take here is northern latitude. So all this latitude lies as 26 degrees. But to know the precise location, 90 degrees east means from the prime meridian to the 90 degrees east. Here lies the Assam Dhubri. Now let's see what is longitude and time. Best means to measure time is by movements of Earth, Moon and planets. Local time is calculated through shadow cast by sun, which is shortest at the noon and longest at sunrise or sunset. So this prime meridian have midday or noon, afternoon means 12 p.m. when the sun is at highest. Means if the sun is directly on the prime meridian, then that is having the noon. And always remember, Earth rotates from west to east. So the countries east to Greenwich are ahead of Greenwich time, means they will gain the time, and the countries west to the Greenwich loses time. Now let's know why do we have standard time. Places which are on different meridians differs in local time. For example, in India there is a difference about 1 hour 45 minutes in local times of Dwarka in Gujarat and Dibrugarh in Assam. So we can see the length from here to here is also vast and very wide. So it's necessary to adopt local time of some central meridian of country. India takes this 82.5 degrees. This is 82.5 degrees eastern longitude, which passes almost in the middle of the India, and it is taken as standard meridian, and it is taken as standard time also for whole country, which is called Indian Standard Time. And India is located 82.5 degrees eastern longitude of Greenwich, means 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. Here to calculate this, I will tell you a simple calculation. So we all know Earth rotates at 360 degrees in 24 hours. So if we divide 360 by 24, then we get 15 degrees per hour. Means Earth rotates 15 degrees per hour. So in 1 hour, there are 60 minutes. So if we divide 60 minutes by 15 degrees, then we get 4 degrees in 1 minute. So Earth rotates 4 degrees per minute. So we know prime meridian lies at 0 degrees longitude and India lies at 82.5 degrees eastern longitude. And we know the places which are east to the Greenwich Mean Time or prime meridian gains the time. So we gain 82.5 degrees east. It means 82.5 into 4, which comes approximately 5 hours and 30 minutes. Exactly 5 hours and 30 minutes. So we gain the time of 5 hours 30 minutes from the prime meridian. It means if time is 12 noon at prime meridian, India will be at 5:30 p.m. India gains 5 hours 30 minutes ahead. And countries with great longitudinal extent adopt more than one standard time. For example, Russia has 11 standard times and Earth divides into 24 time zones, 1 hour each. Each zone covers 15 degrees longitude. So thank you. This is our second chapter of Class 6 NCERT Geography. Jai Hind.